Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked Tarot and Oracle Reviews done Stacy style. And today I am so excited. It showed up in the mail. I ordered this tarot deck called the Orion Arcana. It just really, the imagery just spoke to me. I got it off of Etsy, and it is by Pique du Soleil. It came in this beautiful, little canvas bag. I haven't even opened it or looked at it yet. And they included some rose quartz crystals. So how can you go wrong? I also ordered another tarot deck from this same creator, and I'll do another video on that. But let's kind of dive on in and see what this is all about. I have never ordered from this particular creator before. So this is kind of exciting. Okay, so the band is broken, but that's okay. Wow, let's kind of take a peek here. So let me just adjust my lighting because it is a little bit of a sheen. It's got a sheen to it, and we want to make sure that we're not getting that sheen. So it is a little bit bigger than a traditional tarot. It's a little wider than the traditional tarot. And I want to say probably about the same length. That would be my guess. It's an excellent, I want to say, well, okay, now I'm going to say it's a good quality, maybe not excellent quality. It does have, a bit of bendability here. It has that shiny finish. It is not reversible, actually, if you're looking at the design itself. But if you're not paying too much attention, I don't know that would matter. I would say that this is about the same quality as a US Games cardstock. Oh, interesting. The front and back are the same. Yeah, so let's see what, let's see what we've got. So we've got two card backs that are the same. Oh, and it's upside down. So let's take a look here. Okay, so I'm wondering so here we start. So first things right off the bat, I feel like this is kind of a disappointment. What a waste. We've got 4 cards that could have been, additions to the deck, 4 cards that could have given me some information about the creator. I mean, an affirmation. So that just feels a little bit wasteful. I'm not quite sure why that happened. Maybe it was just a cardstock thing. Okay, let's take a look here. We have the Fool card. And at first glance, I'm really loving the colors in this. And for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that color is a big deal to me. So I tend to be drawn to those card decks that are going to have a real vibrancy to the color. So I love this figure. I love that it is a female figure with her dog. And she's barefoot, which I think is interesting. So implying that, you weren't expecting the journey, but here you are. It's an opportunity, and let's take the opportunity. She does not carry a satchel with her here. So I feel like this is a journey of opportunity. And I'm really liking that. The Magician. So we have a male figure depicted here. We definitely are having, like a lot of the wheat field energy, coin energy here. There's an arrow. There is, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the wand. Perhaps. I like that there's sort of that starry night background, and he's got the halo over his head for that enlightenment. I am noticing that these cards are bordered. And the color combination is of such a nature that you almost forget that the border is there. Here's the High Priestess, and oh, she's beautiful. I love purple's my favorite color, so of course I love all the purple that's here. What's interesting is there's a Roman numeral. It looks like a Roman numeral 9 to me. I've never seen that before. I would have to kind of look that up because the High Priestess is usually the 2. So I would have to look that up and see what that was about. Here's the Empress. Beautiful energy here. I'm loving the colors. Again, we are seeing a lot of the abundance around her. She's sitting in this gorgeous gown that is taking up a lot of space. And that's what I love about this. She's not afraid to take up space. She's not afraid to show herself. Here we have the Emperor. And I like that he's got a bit of an Egyptian feel to him, an Egyptian flair. Very, very cool. He is holding a spear in his hand. So not a sword, but a spear, which is interesting. Here we have the Hierophant. We've got the big key. Coming down, the Hierophant is always, well marked by a key, or often well marked by a key. Here we have the Lover's card. Beautiful. Loving that they're a little nondescript. Could be man and man, woman and woman, man and woman. I like that, having variety. Here we have the Chariot card. Absolutely beautiful. Interesting that there's only one horse. So I feel like the journey to bring the two of them together is between she and her horse. And it does look like a feminine, divine feminine energy on that horse. I think that's great. I love that. The journey within, right? The journey to know the self. Strength. Okay, so I'm seeing that there is a spelling error here on the Strength card. And I do believe that Pic du Soleil is French, from a French country. So could just be that they overlooked the English spelling. So that's just something to note. Here we have the Hermit card. Beautiful. Again, representing all of the purple here. Loving especially this particular image, like the whole card is the picture rather than it being bordered. The image is the picture. That is a little bit disconcerting for continuity's sake, that all these other cards are, sort of bordered and this one isn't. Like it is, but it isn't. So if I had to be nitpicky about something, I might say that, but I really do love this card. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. It looks like a little child. I see a figure with a hand. I see the head. It's like a little child sort of in the center of that wheel. Justice. That's interesting. We've got two moons, big sun. The Hanged Man. Not inverted, which is interesting, but looks like still being suspended or held above the ground. Death card. This Death card actually was one of the cards that called me to this particular deck in particular. I was drawn to the colors in the card, the depiction of it, that, death can bring about a lot of beauty. Temperance. Oh, interesting. It's almost like she's placing vines or something into the Temperance. So rather than the, it's on cue, he just shows up all the time. This is Neo, for those of you who are not used to him yet, are new. So she's not mixing in water. She's mixing in resource from around her, which is kind of an interesting way of looking at it. Here's the Devil card. I like that it's not monotone, but the colors are a little bit muted. It's interesting because we don't often think of the Devil card as muted. The Tower. Oh, I like this Tower card. It's like it's being destroyed from the outside in. And we often think of the Tower as that, where, it gets hit by lightning and then the destruction starts. Here's the Star card, a beautiful depiction of the Star card. Loving the colors. The Moon. So we do have the crab / lobster. Looks like a crab to me, but and almost like eels. I'm seeing almost like electric eels. I know that's kind of supposed to be water, but it's very pretty imagery. The Sun. I like this Sun card. I have a hard time with Sun cards, but I like this one. Judgment. Ooh, I love this Judgment card. There's like a hint of a heart. And she's playing her wings rather than like playing the harp or blowing out of the trumpet. It's like she's strumming her wings. That's kind of an interesting interpretation. Here's the world. She almost has a feeling of like diva. Like I feel like I'm looking at a little picture of Whitney Houston coming on stage here. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Two of Cups. Again, I like that it's nondescript. Could be male, could be female. Could be a combination. Three of Cups. Loving this. I'm loving that the women are proportioned like me. Big booties. Big booties rule. Four of Cups. Oh, beautiful. She's like the thinker. She's lost in thought. And I like that it's like a coffee cups and then the fourth cup is a little bit different. So she's letting these things go and she's contemplating moving into something new. Five of Cups. So this is typically a card of grief. Don't know that I would necessarily get grief from looking at the imagery here. But I do like the way that the foundation has been structured. It's like she's standing in water, or standing right in front of the water. And, that's how you feel when you're in grief. A, you're in a lot of, emotional turmoil, but B, you don't feel like you're standing on solid ground. In fact, you feel like the ground is not even beneath you. Six of Cups. Beautiful. I'm liking that they're older, not younger. I don't know why. That just seems kind of right to me. Seven of Cups. So I like that each cup has a symbol on it that's a little bit different. Sort of representing the choice, all of the choices that you have to make. I like the figure in the background. I like her dress, her gown. Eight of Cups. So this doesn't give me the feeling that she's letting go and walking away. It gives me the feeling that she's pondering, like she's thinking about maybe this is what she should do. So I would see this card as like thinking about the opportunity to walk away from something, but not having made the decision yet. Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled. It's interesting that one half of her is kind of in like the earthy colors and one half of her is white. So I feel like representing a little bit of that as above, so below, and how she, manifested that wish fulfilled. 10 of Cups. Beautiful imagery here, that ideal outcome. They're enlightened. Page of Cups. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love her in silhouette and all of the different sort of abstract colors and aspects make up the full picture of her. I think that's really cool. Knight of Cups. Oh, this is a very cool Knight of Cups. If this Knight of Cups came to my door, I would not, I would actually answer the door, I think. I wouldn't look through the keyhole or just ignore it. hope that they go away. Come again another day. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Interesting. She's got the halo, the enlightenment, and this almost looks like it's contributing to what's going into the cup, but both could be seen as a moon sort of energy. King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, I like this one. Always about the planting of seeds. And I love that it's a compass, planting the seed that goes towards your true north. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Oh, this definitely feels collaborative. They're holding something open for the third person. That's kind of cool. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. This is interesting. You don't often, well, actually, that's not true. I suppose their faces are not always prominent in the Rider-Waite-Smith, but these are in shadow and they're standing together, but there's almost this, like they're together, but they're in shadow. It's like they're not being honest with each other. Maybe that's where that worry and that distrust comes into the mix. Six of Pentacles, beautiful generosity showing up here. And how interesting, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coins that actually look like coins. And then you've got the 5 and the 6 that are black, darkened out. That's really interesting. like maybe false gifting, or the unknown, the unknown of what it can do. Seven of Pentacles, reaping rewards, the harvest energy. I always think of Chris Minopond, is the juice worth the squeeze? He says that all the time, makes me laugh. Eight of Pentacles. So this is that Virgo card, paying attention to the details, the mastery. Nine of Pentacles, gratitude, perseverance. 10 of Pentacles, that legacy energy, definitely getting a lot of that legacy energy here. I'm also liking that they are showing a lot of these symbols to activate the intuition. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that's a cool one. And interesting, like we're really seeing her face here, whereas the other ones we have not. Well, we're seeing his face a little bit more too. It's a little more defined than some of the previous characters. And that would actually make a lot of sense, because Pentacles is the realm of the physical, the material. So, the thoughts becoming things, what's been manifested and tangible. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Some of this imagery, I'm a little surprised. It feels a bit religious almost to me in nature, which I wasn't anticipating that. That's not usually my jam. I do like this Ace of Swords. It's kind of interesting. Although, again, there's some, she's praying. Just some, I want to say, just like hints of some religion, which I never expect in a tarot deck, really, unless it's themed that way. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Oh, we're seeing like the depiction of a real heart with a cloth over it, trying to cover it up or protect it. Four of Swords. That's a beautiful Four of Swords. I like that. The two pillars. She's kind of cocooned in between, or protected in between the two pillars. And there's one large sword and three daggers. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. That's kind of cool, that imagery. It's like all the thoughts either coming at her or thoughts coming out of her. Nine of Swords. Yeah, she definitely looks tired there. 10 of Swords. Oh, I like the colors in this. I really like the colors in this because it shows, okay, yes, like dead, done, and over with, but we're making room for something new. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Oops. King of Swords. What does it say here? Livore wu me. I don't know if that is real. I don't know if that's really Latin or if that's gibberish, which leads me to think that maybe there's some tweaking going on here with an AI tool. Ace of Wands. Liking this ace. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. I always like me a Three of Wands card. Four of Wands. Interesting. They've got their backs to each other. That's kind of an interesting interpretation of that card. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven. Eight. Oops, sorry. Got it into the light there. Nine of Wands. Oh, interesting. At first glance, it almost looked like she was pregnant, but now I'm seeing there are two figures with something sort of in the background of it. Kind of interesting. 10 of Wands. Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Okay, so that is our Arcanum, Orion Arcana Tarot. And, you know, on first glance, I've got to say that I like some of the imagery, but I guess it's a good thing that it is based on the RWS, because I don't know that all of the pictures necessarily follow the symbolism that is in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. So I feel like it'll be a good deck to use for intuition purposes. Not my favorite deck. Already seeing, certain things just kind of stand out to me, and part of that is just me being Virgo. I see, I'm a little nitpicky that way. Like, I see things. I'm drawn to weird attention to detail kind of stuff, and then I can't unsee it. But in true Stacey style, we are going to pull a card. Here we go. That is going to let us know how this deck wants to work with anyone who is called to work with it. And we've got this beautiful Three of Pentacles. So I did mention when I saw this card that it really does feel like it's collaborative. And so I feel that the deck is going to work with you collaboratively, not only with the coloring in the book. I feel like in the deck, the coloring feels like it kind of can unlock something within you. It's got a bit of that mosaic-y kind of feel to it, where it's a busier type of imagery. So you can lose yourself in the imagery and get the frequency off of the colors. Also, the frequency off of all of the different things that are going on in the card deck. I feel that it does want to be very collaborative, but I feel like it's also going to focus on messages that bring you right to the, I want to say, sort of like the basics, bringing you back to the basics. I often think of the Three of Pentacles as the card that, the card energy that involves you're learning a skill. You want it, you're not good at it yet. You're just learning it. You're taking the beginner's level, of bracelet making, for example. And so you've never done it before. And so you make the first one and it's so-so, and then you make the second one and it gets a little bit better. And the third one, you're like, oh, okay, I think if I do this, this is easier. And if I do that, that's a little easier. And, so you're building the basic skills. And I feel like that's what this card deck wants to do for us, is help us to really bring us back to the basics. And maybe it's also the basics of intuition. So I might even recommend this deck for someone who maybe isn't a beginner, but maybe is a novice and, is learning tarot and might like to kind of branch out or venture out a little bit and be able to utilize their intuition a little bit more and less about the system of tarot. I feel the images are really pretty for that, and the coloring would definitely support that energy. All right, that is our Pic du Soleil Orion Arcana Tarot. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed learning about this deck. Please feel free to put anything in the comments about what you thought of this deck. If you want the deck, I'm happy to, just shoot me a comment, and I'm happy to tell you how to get that deck. And otherwise, guys, always fun to share my love of tarot and oracle with you guys. Until we meet again for another episode of Black Feather Couture Divining a VIP Life, I will say we will see you on the flip side, and transform well. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture Divining the VIP Life.